What is up, guys? Coach Ryan Hopkins from Soho Strength Lab. Today we're going to talk about some exercise selection for power development. So everyone talks about power development. They want to be more powerful, more explosive. There's really good ways to do that. There's a few exercises that are really good for developing power production. So what is power? Really simply, we're looking for the best intersection of weight lifted and the speed that you can lift it at, okay? If you think about it, things like kettlebell swings, things like power cleans, things like this are really good for developing power. We're gonna look at the two that we think might be the best, okay? The big difference for us is we're looking to still use a good amount of load and also move it at a really good rate of speed. When we look at what weights do we have to use to elicit a response, they have to be kind of heavy. If it's Olympic weightlifting, it's gotta be 80% or close to it of your 1 rep max of that exercise. So we're gonna look at exercises where we can absolutely do that, and then we can also work right at about that level with a little bit of a time constraint. So let's get right to it. We have this great chart, okay? It lines up all of our weightlifting derivatives from the top end of the force velocity spectrum all the way down to the bottom. So at the top, we see the highest velocity means, and at the bottom, we see the highest force means. We're gonna go right to the middle, and where you would say might be the 40 to 60% range. We're gonna look at the power clean, the power snatch from the floor as our heaviest, slowest movements. And then we're gonna look at power clean, power snatch from the knee, where we're gonna be getting a little bit faster, but still with really appreciable load. So we're gonna see really big power output. Let's talk about why that is. So if we have something like a power snatch from the floor, it's gotta go a really long distance. It's not gonna be super, super heavy, and it's still gonna have a good amount of speed. But it's a power snatch from the floor. We do have time to produce a lot of force. The load will still be significant. If it's a power clean, we see huge power cleans. So really heavy weights lifted at pretty good speeds. Obviously, we're gonna have really big power output. When it comes to athletes though, we don't have that much time, okay? We don't have a second and a half to get the bar moving. So we have to look at what can we do to produce a lot of force in a short time window. Well, I can just elevate the barbell off the floor. So if I start to lift from the knee or just below it, I've cut out a third of that time that athlete has to develop force. So we're working with a time constraint that's very similar to what you see on the athletic field of play, especially with athletes where they're gonna be doing a lot of powerful movement, or say they're a lineman, they're moving another person, they gotta push someone around. It's gonna be really, really applicable. So that's kind of where we think you should focus everything. I think if you can get comfortable with the power clean, the power snatch from the floor, that you can easily make the move up a few inches to below the knee and limit your time window and increase power production for your athletes overall. If you want to know the exact hierarchy, you're always going to go fastest and lightest. So it's going to be power snatch from the box or from that knee height. It's going to go power clean from that knee height. And then it's going to go power snatch from the ground. And then it's going to go power clean from the floor. So that is the top down progression that you would follow. Again, not super complex, not super complicated, really clearly demonstrated with some great research. Get after it. Let me know if you have specific questions. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to our channel so we can get pushed forward on that old YouTube algorithm. Until next time, guys, let's get it.